Hello, everyone, and welcome to Superfriends episode 58. I'm your host this week, Nick, and we finally actually got through the crossover event, and we made it all the way to this point. That crossover was such a flop. I feel pretty...
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Exactly. I enjoyed talking with everybody, but I mean, you gotta admit, CJ, not the turnout we were hoping for.
Well, I mean, Here's a life lesson for you, my young, sweet summer boy. Don't expect anything, and you'll always be pleasantly surprised. That's my motto, and that's about how it went.
Yeah, you got into a fight with Lucal actually last thing.
That's required viewing.
And did that fence.
Yeah.
we should make that like the intro for Super Friends, like the podcast. Just instead
Can
of
that be just now that we're going
hybrid now, and you ruined it.
Can hybrid now just be a Civil War 2 but with Lucal and Lurkel fighting each other?
Yeah, that'll be the next crossover. That'll be at 100 episodes.
Civil War 3.
Divided we stand.
Divided we stand. That's it. Yeah, the first one is Civil War. Yeah, Civil War number 3, and then Hybrid Network Divided we stand.
No, United we fall.
There we go.
Hybrid Network.
Actually, that's probably more
Unleashed.
fitting. United we fall. Guys, I think we've forgotten one crucial thing.
What's
our
that,
viewers
CJ?
hate banter, and we've been bantering for almost 2 minutes.
Oh, first we gotta say who is here. We have the Yellow Lantern, Mr. Yellow Lantern Lurk here.
Back drinking my sorrows away still.
With
Still on this
bleach.
fucking podcast.
It was Bleach after, for Marvelite last week, after what happened at the end of Super Friends.
Surprised it didn't die. It was a whole gallon.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah, we have Tim here too. What's up?
No, I'm fine.
And we have Mr. CJ.
Mr. is goddamn right.
Noodles.
I do
Mr.
have noodles,
CJ.
and we'll see if I eat more of them during this podcast or if I feel like being a professional. Just waiting.
Now you gotta slurp the noodles.
On the note of the crossover from last week, one thing that I was thinking about while we were recording and afterwards is that if Nick and Michael weren't there, I don't think anything would have changed.
True. Neither of them really said anything. If you watch it, it's
you
mostly...
just kind of listened.
It's mostly me and then Lucal and then a little bit of Lurk and Tim. You were there. Will said some stuff, but yeah, Nick and Michael, you kind of just weren't into it. I don't think. I feel like
I hate all that podcasting stuff.
You do. You really do.
That's
What are we doing right now?
too.
Yeah, that Luke guy talks forever. He talks like a mile a minute.
He does. That's my son.
I'm glad we actually got him down to a 30-second.
Yeah. I'm timing you, motherfucker.
That was amazing. I thought he was going to go for 20 minutes as per usual.
Wait, what part?
You know, when we were talking about
things.
I can't remember anymore.
Stuff.
I just remember he got upset about something, and I told him 15 seconds. You can try
15
30,
words.
but aim
15 words
15
or less.
words.
That would take longer.
Put it in the form of a tweet.
That's true. 140 characters, bro. Figure it out. Australopithecus must be one of them.
Yeah, what have you guys
That's
been up
fun,
to since that crossover, though?
Drinking.
Yeah. I mean, it was Thanksgiving, so... Actually, I'm not even gonna lie, I worked over Thanksgiving. That's what I did. So I just, sad. I got my turkey at work.
I got banana pudding, so that was good.
Yeah, I had Thanksgiving on Thursday and Thanksgiving 2 on Friday.
Ooh.
2 and 3.
Don't you love that?
Doubled up for me.
Yep.
I think I have acid reflux, though, from the Thanksgiving dinner that I was able to partake in.
Nice.
Well, my Thanksgiving 2 is because we go to my uncle's house for the day after Thanksgiving, since him and his first wife are divorced, so he only sees his first 2 sons the day after Thanksgiving, so we made that a tradition.
Aw.
Wait, who went Black Friday shopping?
I did from my couch.
Or Cyber Mondays?
So what's weird is this year they're kind of like combining the two. It's more like a lot of places are just doing like a Black Friday, Cyber Monday like weekend. It's like they started sales on Black Friday that would end like, at some point today. But it was a very start by today. I mean, of course, Monday when we're recording this. But yeah, it was just it's a weird setup. I don't think they've done that in years past. But
they definitely have. They've actually have done it in the past of having like Black Friday be online also, and also doing Saturday and Sunday.
Well, excuse me, young man.
No, Black Friday started on Thursday.
French.
Black Friday shopping was on Thursday now at 6 or something.
Yeah, it's weird. I still don't like that. I mean, I get why they do it, but yeah.
It's like the movies now. There's no more midnight. It's just like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like 7 different showings. The midnight showing is dead. Although I like to go to midnight showings. The one thing I will say, unrelated to DC, what did I have to say?
Star Wars.
Nothing we've said up to this point has anything to do with DC, but no, yeah, did you guys manage to get your Rogue One tickets? I was lucky enough to be up and on Twitter at midnight, and somebody was like, oh shit, Rogue One tickets, it's selling out, and I was like, fuck, so I picked up my phone, and navigated, and I managed to get myself a goddamn ticket.
No, I'm not saying any of that Star Wars crap.
Yeah, I'm not going
for that kind of thing.
I'll see it at some point just because, but I have no dire need to see it opening weekend.
Yeah,
Nick is solely a DCEU man. That's the only that Kino is the only thing he'll see in theaters. That's what they say about him.
CJ, why do you do this? Now we're gonna get so much hate. 15 dislikes.
I honestly, I consider that
Empire.
Come on now. But yes,
it is Hollywood.
There's an evil empire in there, but no. Should we
if
start
we're being
talking about
perfectly
DC?
honest with ourselves, everyone has already gone down to the comments to click to the first subject to skip through all this, so it doesn't matter what we say here.
It's true.
No, only Waru listens to this.
We could say
I think Disciple of Fear does too.
Waru,
yeah,
I love you.
He's cool.
Disciple of Fear, you're great. LMAO Lucky Cow, if you're watching this year.
And he is. I saw his comment.
He did. He's watched the last couple. Although I feel like even they are being tested, fellas. Do you think we should mosey on?
Yeah, what's up with that Obi-Wan Star Wars movie?
Oh my god, this is the Jedi Council podcast? No.
This is
maybe
Star Wars allowed.
We actually did an H&N about it that people should watch if they're interested in that. I feel like they would.
Click right here.
Click right over whatever the first thing is. See that shit.
We're disembodied voices. We can't point towards any position on the screen.
Trust me, I'm pointing. If I hadn't lost my body during that damn Age of Aquarius. We're going in circles. We're circling the drain, guys.
What is our first topic?
This conversation is vastly more interesting than any of the topics we have tonight.
I feel like this extended bit, ladies and gentlemen, you don't know what Nick just did. He did an extended bit, basically like talking about nothing, to fully illustrate to you how little we have to talk about this week.
Give him a hand.
Oh,
it's good.
I wanted to bring up one thing though before we actually get into other topics and stuff. Some other just DC comic stuff that you guys should actually be on the lookout for this week. Obviously, this will go up after a new comic book day, but if you guys are listening to this and you haven't actually gone to your comic shop, go and check out, I believe they're giving out a DC Rebirth Sampler thing, which kind of like previews a lot of stuff coming up, and there's supposed to be a lot of spoilers and things regarding the DC Rebirth story with like Mr. Oz and all that, so
will you be picking
definitely check that out, yeah.
Will you be picking up this book?
Yeah, definitely.
Mr. Nick?
Yes, probably, yeah.
Yeah, go pick that shit up, guys. What are you doing?
Why are you listening to it?
And read some comics, too. Justice League vs. Suicide Squad.
This is a shit show. This is a shit show. This is probably the worst shit show we've ever done. It's the post crossover hangover.
So first piece of news we have, DCEU Casting. Apparently, John Cleese was rumored for like some mystery role. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, he's gonna join the DCEU," but apparently he's Wintergreen actually. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were thinking like Kent Nelson or something like that, or some other role, like maybe like
Dark
an older,
Seed.
Maybe Darkseid, which would have been weird. I don't think I was about to say Dark Cleese. I don't feel like John Cleese would sign on for like a Darkseid-y role. But Wintergreen makes a lot more sense. So that means we're probably going to see like John Cleese in the Batman movie, huh?
Seems like it.
Yeah,
I want to see him have a fight against
Justice
Alfred.
Leagues.
I don't know what I expected when I asked that question. I kind of just thought as soon as the words left my
Is the
mouth,
Batman
all I'm going to
movie
get is
even
like a
happening
solitary,
still?
yup. But is it still happening? That's a good question. Depends on whether you believe Bret Easton Ellis or not. But
I do. Love that guy. He's got a great podcast.
He does. It's a really good podcast.
They're going to go out of left field. He's going to be robbing everybody.
Bret Easton Ellis? Oh.
Yeah, Bret Easton Ellis is robbing.
I'd watch that.
He could be a good Dick Grayson. He's portly.
Oh, God. Dude, coming for my life right now. But no. I'm not even sure how he's going to fit into Justice League. Because we don't know this. We know nothing about, like, the size of Deathstroke's cameo. Like, we know literally, like, less than 0. Like, we know he's going to be in the movie. But we don't know how
That was
much
a
he's gonna
good
be
Bret
in the
Easton Ellis reference. Less than 0.
Hey.
Boom.
I did that intentionally, of course. But we just don't know what... Brett, you're welcome. We don't know...
Yeah, that Deathstroke guy, he's a bit of an American psycho.
You could say that.
Do I get my money now for that plug?
Has he... I mean... Goddamn it. I was trying to work... What's the new shit that he's doing with, like, Vine stars? Because he's making some series that's, like, starring, like, 2 Vine stars. It's like...
I don't know. Maybe the Justice League will go to Lunar Park.
Ooh.
Can I get money now? I'm waiting for it. Waiting for my check to come through for all these.
Do we have a Bret Easton Ellis sponsorship?
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Bret Easton Ellis, and I just remembered we forgot to do the Loot Crate stuff in the beginning.
No, you know who the episode is really brought to you by?
Loot Crate.
The thing you all come for.
The thing, yes.
Yeah, what's December's theme? Because that's what's coming up next.
Oh, Revolution. Revolution.
Yeah,
that's
Revolution from last
week. That's what Mikey said during the crossover. They've got stuff from like Assassin's Creed, all that good stuff. Because that movie comes out this month, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like December 21st, I think, or 20 something. I don't know.
That's still surreal to me. That feels like a movie that's just been on the horizon for a really long time. But nope, this month's theme is Revolution. So everything in the box is going to have something to do with. I was going to say revolutions, but I feel like that's just confusing. It's going to have something to do with that theme. Probably going to be really, really cool stuff. You can get a 10% off any subscription. Any subscription. That's your 1 month, your 3 months, your 6 month, your annual. 10% off. That makes it so much cheaper. Just by using our exclusive link, www.trylootcrate.com/hybridnetwork. Again, that's www.trylootcrate.com/hybridnetwork. And then once you're there, just use the promo code BRIDGE10 and get yourself those savings.
Wow.
The master.
Oh, that Revolution. It's perfect timing for that Trump guy.
Oh, yeah. It's happening, guys. It's happening. And Fidel Castro just died. It's kind of like a really good segue, like right into that theme.
Fidel Castro dying is the hardest celebrity death to handle this year.
It is. There's so many.
Close second. 2016.
A part of us has all been lost.
Close second, Harambe, of course.
I saw comicbook.com actually posted saying that they were sad about Fidel Castro dying. I was like, what?
Well, it's a weird situation to handle, and most of our listeners right now are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But it's a weird situation to handle because of course, he did very many terrible things, probably more bad than good. But as a world leader, can you really come out and say comicbook.com probably has a little more agency to say, fuck this guy than someone like Obama does. But it's can you really come out and say, this dude was a monster, we're happy he's dead? But I know some of you were saying yes. I feel like for a lot of people that answer is yes. It's an interesting scenario to go through. But
I like that Obama guy. I want to play golf with him someday.
Me too. He's got a nice house. It's white.
So DCE news. So John Cleese, Wintergreen.
Oh
wow,
my god.
Very interesting casting, yeah, definitely.
I think he fits the role perfectly. A lot of people probably don't know who Wintergreen is, but
yeah, also something that we completely forgot to bring up during the crossover. Apparently, a Green Lantern is going to appear in the Justice League movie. This is sort of like a rumor, I guess. El Mayimbo started this, so the rap. Yeah. So, what do you guys think about Green Lantern? A Green Lantern. I mean, we don't even know it's Hal
Nick,
Jordan or whoever.
Can I tell you a secret real quick?
What's that?
Where I come from, MC means movie.
No.
I had
Whatever
to bring
happened
it back
to that
because he
guy's
hasn't
show?
brought
It
the.
just
He hasn't.
disappeared.
I missed the show. I have to recreate my favorite elements here.
You have to have a lovely female correspondent.
I do. I was gonna say we really need to get, like, I was thinking that we had one, and I was like, we really need to get, like, we don't have one. We'll work on that.
Yeah, ask Josh to get on that, because he's
correspondent.
always going through New Girl all the time.
Yeah, Josh, figure us out. Like, we can sort us out, bro. But, like, if we could, I feel like if you're a lovely female correspondent listening to the show and you would like to contribute and
yeah, all you have to do is submit
segment,
a few headshots, acting reel, stuff like that. Video Skype chat as a part of the application process.
We need to know what. No,
this episode's gotten even weirder than when we started.
This is a very frank
Hang on,
episode.
it didn't get
I'm not sure
it didn't
I
get
like
weird
it.
enough though. We're still got a ways to go.
We do. We've got a while. I
So
remember
back
when we
then,
went in,
folks.
we were like, "This is definitely going to be 30 minutes."
Did you guys? Did anyone ever? Did you guys even comment on the Green Lantern thing? Like, what Lantern do you think will be in there, and do you even think we will see a Lantern in the movie?
Tom Array, played by Jeffrey
I'm
Rush.
gonna say no. I don't think there is. That's my.
If there is, I can't
contribution.
see them playing a very big part in the movie to the point that it'd probably be pointless even if they were there.
You didn't see? He's on the poster. He's on the Justice League poster.
He's in there.
What
You didn't see the
poster?
shadow? You didn't see the
Really
shadow
hard.
above Superman's head in the clouds? That's him. That's Tom Array, played by Jeffrey Rush. No, I don't know.
I love Super Friends.
It's gonna be it's just like this cathartic session, especially this week. But no, it's gonna be a Green Lantern. I feel like that's just because it's probably gonna be like
It'll be Chip.
CG done in like not just 100% CG, but probably a lot of CG done in like reshoots. Whenever they figure out which Green Lantern, which tells me they might still be looking for who they want to play a certain person.
Yeah, I want that little fly Green Lantern to show up.
I want the one that's just a head with arms and legs.
Yeah, that
no-go.
guy too.
It's a good one.
That
What's
one's
that
no-go.
one that's like? It looks like a skin-colored carrot, and it has like ginger hair and like little tentacles on the side.
Guy Gardner?
Yes.
Yeah, Tom
Guy
Hardy with the
Gardner.
bowl cut.
Yeah.
Oh my
you know.
god.
Yeah, so
would be
moving on
good.
though, next piece of news we have here is so apparently Warner Brothers Montreal is working on a Suicide Squad and a Batman game, but it's not Bruce Wayne Batman, it's Damian Wayne apparently. So CJ, I know you did a video sort of breaking this down. What exactly is happening here?
It's really actually kind of interesting. So neither of these games have been announced yet. There's some thought that the Suicide Squad one might be announced very, very shortly, potentially at the Video Game Awards or VGX or whatever they're calling it nowadays. Potentially as late as like E3, because they've said it's or this leak, this rumor said it's coming out in 2017. And apparently, what was cited in this rumor was a lot of developers, including some at WB Montreal, some project managers at WB Montreal, they're on the record, like on Twitter, even like Twitter, Facebook, lots of different places, saying they really like the way that Bethesda. No matter how you feel about Fallout 4, they really like the way that Bethesda handled Fallout 4, basically, which is to say, announcing it at E3 and then releasing it literally 4 or 5 months later. So there's some evidence that they might use that kind of model. But the Suicide Squad game is going to be what they said it was going to be, just like a brawler, which is really interesting to me. It's going to be kind of like The only brawlers I'm really familiar with are like stuff like Dynasty Warriors, I guess. But it's going to be a brawler, kind of Borderlands style. And it said you could. So this is the thing. It's like the post was a little ambiguous here. It said first you create your own avatar, which would I guess mean like create a character. But then it also kind of said tons of different characters to choose from. So as far as I can figure, if you synthesize those two things, it's just going to be like you choose a character and then maybe like level them up. And kind
Make
of like
Harley Quinn with a fancy hat.
There you go. She's got a fake mustache.
Yahtzee.
Yeah. But no, that's as far as I can tell. That's what that's going to be. But it's apparently designed to be, a cooperative experience, very much like Borderlands. Because, as the dude put it, WB like Montreal, it kind of looks at Borderlands and they see something that's very interesting. It's kind of in a very unique space. There's not a whole lot of games like it. But at the same time, it's got this massive audience, and there are people are really interested in the Borderlands games. That's kind of their guiding light. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about
WB Montreal knows that they can do memes twice as good, twice as many.
Oh, the memes.
They'll meme harder or they'll die trying.
Old memes die hard.
I mean, I don't know. I like the idea of a Borderlands type of Suicide Squad game because I like the idea of like a co-op shooter for Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
That being said, not everyone on the Suicide Squad uses guns, though.
That's true.
So, what would you do for like King Shark or Killer Croc? Would you just not have them?
It's really interesting because they said there are going to be a ton of characters to choose from. So I feel like
he has bazookas.
That's true. He just throws sharks at you.
Yeah,
I mean, with all
the other
those team-based shooters, they have different classes to it. So I'm sure they can try to balance it to have like a physical tank class.
That's true.
Yeah.
I also want to say, can they actually make a good single player? Because usually with these online co-op things, the single player experience is just not nearly as good. And what if I don't have any friends, CJ? What if I'm a loner?
What's sad is last week you probably would have been playing with Lucal.
Sadly, he's no longer with us.
Yeah, I think they should like develop it. Like they should develop the story mode and then like make it like advertise it like, oh, you can play the story cooperatively. Like have like drop in, drop out or something, and then like have like other side missions. Like you can play like just like. What do they call those? Like, how games like have a story mode and then they have like just random side missions you can just kind of jump into or whatever, like side levels or some shit. Like,
yeah, stuff like that.
They'll have
stuff like that. Stuff you just
or
described.
Something like that. I don't know.
Kind of like
I would say this. I will say this. I don't know how. Like, I want there to definitely be different classes, but I mean, like, if Deadshot is literally running around with just his little arm pistols and like you don't ever really need to be a sniper with him, it seems like it's kind of a waste, but I don't know.
Yeah, they gotta have missions that like cater to a certain character or something.
I would just like it if like it's a co-op shooter, but like everyone has definitely like a specific role, and like
like Harley
outside of that role,
key.
It's just she's a wild card. Harley is.
Yeah. She's an insane gymnastic girl.
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean, like, again, you need someone to take people off from, like, a distance or whatever. Yeah. Like, definitely Deadshot's better for that, and he's not as good in close quarters, but I don't know.
And remember, we're not working with Harley Quinn, we're working with Harley Quinn in a fancy hat.
That's true.
That's true.
The hat does give
totally different character. Learn the lore.
No, she says Yahtzee in the game.
Do you even read comics, Luke? No, but
What about the Damien game? What is that?
So actually, what's really interesting is I was going to say. So the Suicide Squad game, he had very little details about this. The Damien game, he had way more in-depth details about. Not quite like he's told you the whole damn plot and like what the gameplay is going to be like, but he seemed to be fleshed out a little bit more on it. Whereas for Suicide Squad, I feel like he just kind of had a rough grasp of the concept. The Damien game essentially is set about 10 years in the future from like it's just set it's said that it's set 10 years in the future, and I'm like, 10 years from what? And it seems like it's just set like 10 years from like a modern Batman. Like let's say you go 10 years from Rebirth Batman. or something like that. Maybe not Arkham Knight Batman, maybe yes Arkham Knight Batman, but I'll get to that in a second. You just go 10 years in the future. Bruce Wayne is now disabled. He's apparently really badly injured his leg. He walks with a cane. The dude calls it a walking stick in the post. But he walks with what I assume is a cane, and his leg is all messed up, and he wears like a big harness on it. And so he's training his son to be Batman, to continue to fight Batman. And Damian Batman will use like a bat bike as opposed to like a Batmobile. And apparently there will be like a lot of new villains, but a lot of older ones as well, like Poison Ivy and Black Mask. There are going to be some changes. Like apparently Black Mask is female in the game. But Poison Ivy, the really interesting question. A lot of you guys, if you haven't watched the news flash and are somehow still listening to this, you're thinking to yourself, well, she died in Arkham Knight. Like, how could it be possible that she's back? Well, the interesting thing about this is he says, at the moment, these projects are not being developed under the Arkham masthead. These aren't really under that fold. So this could be just a completely new series. That could change. There are things that could happen because this one is mainly just a concept at this point. It was greenlit over the summer, and so development has started. There's some evidence that they're working on a new Batman game too. We might include a link to that. There's an article that breaks it down pretty well, but this is really just a core concept. The development is only in the earliest stages. So there's plenty of time for them to change their minds and say, okay, maybe we do want to put this in the Arkhamverse, but it's going to be really interesting to see if they have that kind of ability, or if Rocksteady can kind of just be like, nope. Kind of like how Nolan was like, when they wanted to use Bale for Batman.
Dude, the Bat-Bargo.
It's like, yeah, Bat-Bargo. Nolan was like, nope. Sorry, my story's done. Can't choose my Batman. But...
you can't have my Bateman.
Not my Bateman.
Yeah, I want to play
American
the Damian
Psycho
game.
So here's the thing. Waru is going to get a kick out of this. I hate Damian as a character, and I hope you know that, Waru. I actually am really interested in the game. I don't hate him, like, as a character, really. Even though I just said that, it's more like I hate the way he's always written.
Yeah, I don't hate him either. I don't know him.
I don't know you, but like, no, it's just the game just sounds really interesting. I don't know if it's just because he had way more details and was more fully fleshed out than the Suicide Squad game, but it definitely that's if I had to choose between those two games right now, I'd be playing the Damian Wayne Batman game. But Luke, do you have any preference? Any thoughts on this?
This sounds cool, but but I will be devastated if it doesn't turn out the Joker is Black Mask the whole time in this game. If that doesn't happen, then consider me unsold.
So you're saying they're a one-trick pony?
I'm saying they are a one-trick pony.
What if it's Harley Quinn that's Black Mask this time?
Female empowerment, all the better.
I was going to say giving her agency,
what if it's
but
Harley
only
in a
Tim,
funny hat?
Only Tim would understand the giving her agency joke. If Tim even remembers when that happened at that panel.
Harleen.
Do you remember that from the Return of the Cape Crusaders panel, Tim?
Oh yeah.
How do you feel? How does it feel that you gave Catwoman more agency? It's like, what does that even mean?
You gave her more agency in this than Batgirl in The Killing Joke.
Dude, they all went quiet. They're like, oh,
and
shit.
Sam Register was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, I can't believe you just said that.
Basically, the guy went up and said the Killing Joke is shitty. This one's better.
Yeah, Sam Register was
like, that guy's a legend.
But no, yeah, my biggest question is, will they give him the Batman 666 costume? Because I really hope so.
Probably, yeah.
I hope so. That's a dope ass costume.
I hope he murders people too.
He'll fit right in.
With the DCEU
like
Batman.
father, like son.
There you go.
Yeah, he fits in with that murder man, Affleck.
Can I bring up the most controversial aspect of this to me?
Sure.
What?
Dick Grayson's in it, but he's bald.
What?
He's got a shaved head. I don't know.
Well, once you beat up Harley Quinn, you can steal her fancy hat.
There you go. And then you
can hide the shame.
So next
it
topic.
It all comes together.
It does. It really brings the whole outfit together.
Ties it all together.
You look like Bloodborne wearing that costume with the top hat, but okay.
Yeah, so do we say all our thoughts on the games, or I think we're good,
we did.
right?
The games.
Yeah, so
hashtag Ask Superfriends time.
So this is the part of the episode I've been waiting for. We're going to talk about Justice League Action, which a lot of people haven't seen.
Nick, you're so excited. I feel like we should have started with this.
No. We build up to it.
You always have to start with DCEU.
Yeah, we make them wait for the good stuff.
It really is an effective form of torture.
So these Justice League Action episodes that we've seen, the first one is called Power Outage, and the second one is Nuclear Family Values, and they both premiered in the UK November 26th and 27th. Unfortunately, missed an episode that was called Follow That Space Cab, which I'm pretty upset about. But it's cool, like, that we got to actually see episodes of it, because there's, like I said, there's pretty much nobody has seen these episodes. So,
yeah,
I guess we can do like a circle thing. So, Luke, what are your thoughts just on the episodes, like what you've seen of the show? Are you into the show now?
Yeah, I think the show's pretty darn cool. So Power Outage was okay. It kind of introduced me to just what the show was going to be. I really liked Nuclear Family Values a lot, just because I thought Firestorm was actually pretty funny and not... He didn't get annoying. Like, he stayed consistently decently written, so I enjoyed that. Plus, the Nuclear Family was very obscure. It makes me think that we're going to get a lot of really weird and out there characters. That's pretty cool, but animation-wise, it looks cool, and yeah, I think it's going to be a really fun show.
Yeah, Sparky.
Yeah. Can I call you Sparky? No. Sure thing, Sparky.
Yeah, Tim, what are your thoughts on the show overall, like the episodes you've seen? Because I know you were like really back and forth on the show, if it was going to be good or not, or
No, I liked it fine from what I've seen so far. Power Outage, I was so on. I didn't find the villain that interesting, or how they defeated him, and some of the dialogue was stilted. But I really liked Nuclear Family Values, sort of reaching into the obscure characters. I liked how they did Firestorm. Weirdly, I pointed this out when I was talking to you guys, that in the flashback where they show Ronnie and the Professor fusing together, Ronnie has Ash Ketchum eyes.
No way.
He does.
Yep.
So cool.
It was a weird thing to it, and the animation is it's solid on it. It kind of reminds me of the design style of Transformers Rescue Bots.
Huh. No, I agree. I enjoyed the. It's confession time. I'm in the boat with everyone else. I have not really watched them all the way through. I got to skim through one right before we started, but I actually don't mind the animation style. I really don't. I think a lot of people might be upset, but to me, it's a weird, like, hybrid kind of blend between what we see in Teen Titans Go, which is like super cartoony and super kiddish, and whereas this, we kind of get maybe a little more of like I want to say it's a little kind of like the Batman, and then kind of like also drawing influence from the older like Justice League and Justice League Unlimited cartoons, but it's kind of like a weird combination of all three. But I don't mind it. I'm not going to hold it against the show yet. But I did enjoy in Nuclear Family Values, as Tim said, the way they're already bringing in like more obscure characters, and like Space Cabbie being so involved in the episode that we didn't see is a good sign to me already. I kind of like that this is taking much more like words. Hey!
I think
you give me this. You give me that raggedy ass 33-minute performance preceding this. You don't get to say shit. Everybody, all of you, you don't get to give me shit.
That was a great performance before this.
It was. No, but
take a bow.
No, I like that they're involving all those characters. I like that they're taking that approach. You know, it's not just going to be about the Trinity or maybe expanding out to the normal Justice League members. It can be about, kind of in a way that Justice League Unlimited was, it's going to be about way more characters.
Yeah, I think there's like 150 they said in the roster
which
so far.
Which is crazy.
Which is more to see.
No crime should ever happen. But
I think it's really cool too that I'm not sure how the UK so far has done it Saturday and Sunday mornings, but I'm pretty sure it's just Saturday mornings rather in the US when it airs.
Well, have they only been showing one episode or?
No, it's interesting because every 30-minute block there's two 11-minute episodes. So.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Saturday morning, there's, like, Space Cabbie and then Power Outage. Like, two different episodes. So it's pretty cool, actually, how they managed to do that. But, yeah.
Isn't that how they normally do it with these shows?
Usually when they first start out, they do it in, like, the half hours. Then once they get further in the season, they just do 15-minute intervals.
Well, I'm more interested in how, like, the UK, like, are they just going to run out of episodes sooner? Or what? Like,
from what I've seen, they're rerunning episodes too. Like, so they'll probably rerun Space Cabbie again this upcoming weekend, like when this podcast comes out,
so
and hopefully we'll be able to get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is gonna start another string of comments saying, "Where is the link? Can you show us where to watch?" No,
we cannot provide you with how
just.
We watched
you gotta live in the UK.
Take it on good faith.
We
just take it in good faith.
We wish you the best of luck in finding it. We really are not doing this to be dicks. It's more like
it's literally because we actually have a UK hookup in the form of Rob on the channel. So yeah,
but we just can't be distributing stuff like that. Just it opens us up to a world of potential. I don't want to say litigation, but
I thought. Also, another side note here is really cool that so both of our episode reviews went straight to like Twitter. You know how the YouTube puts the little Twitter link, whatever, when it auto uploads. And two of the JL Action writers and producers actually like commented and saw them. So
no way, that's awesome.
Yeah, they were like one of them replied. He's like 8.5. We're off to a good start. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Damn, that's awesome. I'm glad that we could get them off to a good start.
I think because we're like the only channel that's reviewed it so far.
So many other people just
they're salty.
They were not ready.
Take that.
Yeah.
We're ahead of the game.
Yep. So we're pretty excited about Justice League Action, and hopefully, I'm waiting for the Shazam episode, but that's not coming out until the 16th. Too. So.
Yeah. Damn.
So yeah, I guess we can move on to viewer questions and kind of round out the show here. So, first question we have here is from Scott Applier Pop Cult Fan. He says, if they were to cast Bart Allen on the CW shows, which actor do you guys think could play him? Luke, who do you think?
I'm terrible at casting people, so Jaleel White. I don't.
What?
There you go.
CJ, what are your thoughts? Bart Allen.
Bart Allen. Shoot, so I'm looking in kind of the teenage actors. This is really tough.
Men.
Let me pull up
full-ass
IMDb.
Grown men. As I'm totally not.
40-year-old Bart Allen. Featuring
we need someone who's at least a quarter black.
That's true.
Yes.
Quarter black. God damn. See, this is really tough because like so much of the time with child actors, they're really unknowns. Like they have theater backgrounds, and you don't really.
Yeah. That's why you should go with an easy choice like mine.
Yeah, Jaleel White.
Jaleel White. Oh my god!
Like no one else is coming up with anything.
I'm going to say Logan Lerman. They wouldn't be able to get him, but he's not doing anything right now. So Logan Lerman.
Yeah, his career. Well, isn't he like? No, that's Dylan O'Brien rather. That got injured in filming.
I was gonna say the Maze Runner guy temporarily, and then I was like, oh well, he actually got really hurt.
Yeah, that was But yeah, Tim, what are your thoughts, Bart Allen?
I have no idea. Stuart Allen.
Stuart.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would cast that guy that's gonna play Archie in the Riverdale show. Because he's already in the CW family, and he actually
he's not going to be
like
busy with anything.
Yeah, they're not going to have Bart in a significant role anytime soon. Just have him on the cameo, be like, "Hey, Barry," then he goes away.
Yeah, exactly.
You know who could play him?
Next question.
Bret Easton Ellis.
Barry.
Oh, this question's from LMAO like a cow. He says, My question is, if and when Batman shows up on the CW, who should they cast?
I've got an answer that's going to be very unpopular.
This is another casting.
I'm ready. Okay. I'm ready. I like these casting questions. This is fun.
Yeah.
I'm not going. You guys have to come up with yours first. Mine has to be the last word on this
Lurker.
one.
I'm going with good old trusty Jaleel White.
Okay. Tim, what do you cast?
It's hard to compete.
I don't know at all. I don't know any CW tier actors.
You know,
I don't know of anyone that can be better than Jaleel White.
Lurkle, let me ask you, for the role of Zack Snyder in the upcoming biopic that is just inevitable, who would you cast?
Well, let me tell you, buddy boy, Jaleel White, my man, can take that to the next level. Perfect. Let me tell you that much.
He just, after the release of Batman v Superman, no, dude, I can see the scene now. He opens up, he's like, he wakes up one morning, he's like, the critics' reviews for Batman v Superman should be in, and he pulls out his phone. It's all rotten. He turns to his wife and he goes, "Did I do that?" End scene.
Did I do that?
That's the whole movie.
That's just, it's like YouTube's short. It's a 5-second film.
Yeah.
No.
Nick, who would you cast?
Dude, I would get Jason David Frank.
That's a good casting. Him or Scott Adkins, right?
Yeah, Tim, who's your choice?
I already said I had no idea.
Oh, CJ, what's your...
Brett Dalton.
Oh, shit.
Unpopular. And
dude, I would get John Hamm, Batham.
If he would do it, fuck, yes. But no, he won't.
Yeah, he would be way better than that murder man in the movie. What is his name? Affleck or whatever?
Like the duck?
His name is Sad Fleck.
That's another string of comments right there. You hate DC.
We do.
Yes.
I hate DC.
That is a fair judgment.
All right, next question.
God, why am I on this podcast? I hate DC so much.
Next question, Waru Crook. What is your least favorite change / retcon in DC Rebirth? I guess I'll go first. My least favorite retcon. I'm not sure. I kind of, as much as I like the new, them bringing in the Flashpoint Superman, I'm kind of bummed out how they just kind of threw away the New 52 Superman and just
that's true.
Really shafted him.
I never really liked him, so.
But I don't know, Tim. What's your least favorite retcon?
I have two. I guess my first one would be Barbara Gordon's backstory, as told in Birds of Prey, now makes absolutely no sense with timing.
Truth.
Because she was somehow Oracle and started the Birds of Prey in a very brief period of time, and then didn't start the other Birds of Prey, or maybe she did. Like, I'm so confused by her backstory, and she seems older when she's Oracle in her backstory.
No, because when she's Batgirl, she looks like like she can't be older than like 16, and then she's hanging out with Dick Grayson. It's like this is weird.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel right.
The other one, speaking of the Flashpoint Superman coming in, I haven't been following it, but let me know if they've brought this up or not. Has anyone mentioned Christopher Kent, at all? Superman's other son?
That little baby.
The one who became Nightwing.
Yeah. No. They haven't mentioned that at all. He's just gone.
Yes. So apparently his son no longer exists and no one cares because he has a new son now.
Yep.
To be fair.
Lurk, what are your thoughts?
John's not bad, but why is if they're gonna go with him being pre-Flashpoint Superman,
Fresh
why
start.
are they ignoring this?
Fresh start. Dr. Manhattan killed him. Next question. I don't know, actually. I don't think I really have a big complaint with the retcon stuff. Like, I guess I'm still kind of weirded out by the Watchmen thing, but I'm more interested in what they'll do with it now. Like, I'm a little more accepting of it, but I guess that's the closest I can say to a gripe.
I mean,
But actually, what I forgot to mention too is I had an issue with how they've treated Sinestro now, because he had like a really different arc before, and then they just kind of went back on all that. Now he's just a villain again.
Yeah, and now he's dead.
He had like a great arc, like one of the god tier arcs.
Yeah, he had his own solo book. He kind of just walked away from everything, and then he's like, nope, no.
But I mean, to be fair, Green Lantern was already being ruined in DCU, so I mean, it's only par for the course. He should be ruined now.
Hey, Robert Venditti is a god.
No,
He is
Humphreys.
God among men. Only he can sully Green Lantern as much as he has.
That's true. For me, it's just So here's the thing. Everyone knows I really enjoy Nightwing. And even though I have just said it's kind of weird with the way that they draw Barbara Gordon as Batgirl, that she's hanging out with a clearly like at least mid-20s Dick Grayson. Lack of Dick Babs. Like, that's absolutely the worst thing about DC Rebirth. They've kind of made it clear Nightwing is going in a new, exciting direction. It's like back to Bloodhaven, which I can only interpret as maybe back to Starfire, but which is cool. Give him the disco suit back.
They already kissed in Teen Titans,
Hey.
which I'm fine with because that's my ship.
There we go.
Starfire, she's the best.
Yeah, my ship is Nightwing with no one, because superheroes shouldn't have happy endings.
That's true. That's true.
Nightwing cross Damian.
Well, that actually
Yes.
ties into the next
God
question we
damn,
have, actually.
some fan fiction stuff.
The next question from Water here. He says, "How would
Can
you
I
feel
answer
if
this? Can I answer
Damian
this?
Wayne banged Raven in the Teen Titans Judas Contract animated movie?"
Waru, he's a child.
Also,
He's
it's
like,
not
"He is
going
a
to happen because
child."
of the rating.
Oh my god.
Judas Contract rated R.
He is a
Rated
baby.
XXX for explicit content.
He's
Dude, I
like
can't
10
wait.
years old.
Explicit child porn. Like, Waru, what the hell are you asking?
I don't want to shame him too much because he's all we have, but God.
He just wants to
come
troll
on,
with
man.
Damian every week by bringing up the fact that Judas Contract's going to focus on him.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
But I still
Titan
don't care, so I
now.
don't know why he keeps bringing it up.
He knows that.
Yeah. Okay. Next question.
Hoping one time you'll
Waru,
crack.
I love you. How would I feel violated? Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Next question. We got to lightning round these next
gotta do.
couple
It's-
questions. All right.
30-minute
What-
up, guys. 30.
What is your pickup lines for these three characters? Wonder Woman, Power Girl, Ra's al Ghul.
This is too hard. We can't lightning round this.
Yeah.
I can
just
Choose,
skip through
choose
that.
one and do a pickup line. Choose one and do a pickup line. How about that?
They call you the demon's head. Are you a demon in bed as well?
Oh, Luke's getting that dick. All right.
The Raish.
The Raish.
What?
Okay, next
start-
person. Come on.
Tim.
Power Girl, I hear you have a hole in your heart. I can't fill that, but I can fill other holes.
Ooh, that's clever. That's clever.
Dude, I'm skipping this crap. I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I'm skipping too.
Done.
I'm not doing this.
Oh, you guys
This isn't even a
suck.
question.
Cop
What is
out.
this?
CJ, go.
Oh,
fuck you guys.
Have you guys seen
I'm
that
gonna
movie Cop Out? It's really good. Check it out.
Let me think for 5 seconds.
Sorry, I had to get my Kevin Smith paycheck this episode. All right, next question
Oh, fuck. Okay.
from
Smith.
Philip Seuss. Is there any hope for the Ezra Miller Flash movie? And if so, will it release on its original scheduled date? No and no.
I think it can. No to the release date. They're gonna have to push that back.
They're going to have to push it back with them losing their director unless they really want to rush out a
Losing-
product, which is
Losing
conceivable.
two directors in the same.
But at that
Look, it
point,
was-
I wouldn't have much hope for it. Like, they'd have to, like, at least settle down with another director first.
Yeah.
Phil, whatever you like to be called.
If that is
your hope. Flash is one of those characters, they'll make the movie happen, but it's definitely not going to hit the original release date. They're going to move it. I don't know if they're going to do what some people have suggested they do and swap it with Aquaman, but it's definitely moving back. It was supposed to start filming in 2 months? There's
March.
No way... Yeah, okay, fine, 3 months. There's no way they find a new director and get all the stuff sorted out that they have to get sorted out before then.
Yeah, they can. They just got to give the guy 6 weeks to write the script.
That's true. That works out so well. But no, it's moving. But there is hope. Yeah. It'll happen.
Damn. All right. Final question. J Millions. Is there any chance of a canon DCEU TV shows? Well, yes, there is actually. I think Krypton is canon. That's part of Sci-Fi. So.
Yeah, there you go.
True. Yep, that answers that. All right.
I mean, if you're looking for hope. One that's like canon to what's going on now, probably not ever, because they have so much stuff on TV right now that it would start diluting it and people would get confused.
Yeah, I mean, if they wanted to do something with HBO, I guess maybe, but I don't really see that happening, at least not at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, they could just use the cop-out that it's part of the multiverse, but I don't think it's going to ever really cross over.
Well, they've been saying that for a while. They keep saying multiverse. Are we really going to see Grant Gustin in a Justice League movie? Come on.
I wish.
Huh? All right, so I guess
that's
talk
shit about my boy.
Yeah, that's the end of the episode, guys. Thank you again for listening to Super Friends episode 58. Also, I think we forgot something. What else? What are we missing something here? A plug of some sort?
If you want me to, I'll do it right now. So basically, this episode has been brought to you by Loot Crate. We were supposed to do this probably at the 30-minute mark where we were going to end before. But Loot Crate, if you don't know, it's this awesome subscription service. You basically get this cool, unique box of goodies every single month. Every single item in the box relates to a specific theme. And there's a ton of cool stuff. As we've said, this upcoming month, their theme is Revolution. So you'll get a t-shirt, that's guaranteed. You'll get a lot of other cool stuff. I actually got a Groot pop figure, right after Guardians came out. It was the coolest thing that when I first had Loot Crate. I really dug it. I know, Tim, you got Loot Crate as part of a Hybrid Network sweepstakes once.
Yep. I got it once.
Once for I think it was 3 months, wasn't it?
I only got it for one because of some shipping errors because my family was moving and they wouldn't deliver it to me on campus for some reason.
Ugh, that sucks. I didn't know that until now.
Not much I can do.
I didn't know that until I would have gotten you the other 2 boxes. But
it's fine.
Yeah, maybe that'll be your Christmas present. But it's great, and all that cool stuff that comes in that box, you can get it even cheaper. Just what? I'm sorry, I'm trying to.
I was going to say maybe.
Can I do this thing?
Maybe in that Revolution box, there's a Fidel Castro Funko Pop.
That'd be fun, dude. Michael would want that exclusive, but no.
That'd be fun in all capital letters.
Fun.
We do know that there will be stuff from Firefly and Mr. Robot and Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. All the cool stuff. And just for the Firefly stuff, I'm considering being hey, you want to ship me a box, Loot Crate? We totally didn't forget to do it until the end of this episode. But no, I'm very excited for it. You can get all that cool stuff in the box, all the Firefly goodies and Assassin's Creed stuff, even cheaper just by using our exclusive link, www.trylootcrate.com/hybridnetwork. And once you're there, just use the promo code BRIDGE10, and you can get that 10% off any subscription. That's, and even just the 1 month, the 3 month, 6 month, 12 month, whatever you want to buy. It's a great holiday gift, too, if you're thinking about that now. I highly recommend it. Tim, 1 month in, recommend?
No, you definitely get a lot of cool stuff in there. You can get t-shirts, stickers, various other things.
Resounding endorsement. So what are you doing? You should be ordering it now. And not watching this.
Yeah, so that rounds out the show. I guess we'll catch you guys next week. Be sure to leave questions, too, and comments, good or bad.
Please do. Don't forget to smash that like if you like
what you heard. We welcome
both,
especially the bad.
Yes.
It gives us power.
All right. Thank you all.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.